Hey, what's up, everybody? Wanted to give a recap on the Kettle 100. I know there was a lot of messages and a lot of people pulling for me and watching me as I went through Kettle 100 yesterday, and wanted to give you the recap. Things were going really well. I did not finish. Things were going really well. Was at like a 16-minute and 40-second pace over the 100 kilometers, and was getting ready to go back out. Like I said, we were feeling really good. My legs, my feet were sore and hurt, but that's going to happen when you run 63 miles. And as we were leaving to go back out for the last loop, they grabbed us and they're like, "Hey, where are you going?" And we're like, "We're going back out on the course. What are you talking about?" And they're like, "No one can leave this station after 18 hours. I came in at 18 hours and 31 minutes and took about 8 or 9 minutes to get changed. It had just rained. I was soaking wet, so we changed and we headed back out at like 18:40, and they stopped us and they're like, "You can't go, you're done." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" I felt good, I felt great, like we had followed our plan. The plan was to go anywhere between a 16 and a 17-minute mile pace all the way through to that point, and the goal was to finish a little bit faster, which we would have done. The sun would have came up, would have been excited to get through. Like I said, I was feeling really good, and really it's my fault for not knowing what the cutoff was, because I could have easily made up that half hour over 63 miles so that we would have gotten out on time. The kicker is, with a pacer, if you got out by 18:30, as we were looking through the rules afterwards, they would still let you go. So the last 8 miles prior to that last aid station stop, we walked because we were doing good. We're right on track, we're right on pace, we're looking good, we had room to play. I could have finished with probably a 20-minute mile pace and still got in under the 30-hour time cap. So we had 30 hours to finish the 100-mile run, and so that's what we were basing everything off of. We figured that the cutoffs would be for those that, 30 hours, 100 miles is an 18-minute pace. Like I said, my pace up until that point was 16 minutes and 40 seconds. And none of us knew. We didn't, again, it's my fault. The blame lays on my shoulders. Details matter. And I did not know about the 18-hour cutoff. And so, unfortunately, lesson learned the hard way when they told us that we were done. Because like I said, we were feeling good. I was feeling really good. And in my mind, like I had already finished. It was going to happen. I had the pacers with me. Like it was just, things were going well, things were going smooth. I was feeling good. My nutrition was great. Jenny Roberts with Valkyrie Athletics had my nutrition dialed in, and I had stayed on top of that the entire way and just felt great. And like I said, a few blisters here and there on my feet. My legs were sore, of course, but nothing that was slowing me down. And so it's tough. It's tough knowing that I had followed my plan the entire way, and we were not prepared as far as knowing what that cutoff was. And again, I was thinking the cutoff would be for those that were not meeting the 18-minute mile pace that you would need to finish 100 miles in 100 miles in 30 hours. Because we had 11, when I left at 18 hours and 40 minutes, we still had 11 hours and 20 minutes to go to finish 37 miles. And like I said, I was feeling really good. So it hurts just because of how I felt, because I had stuck to my plan and really went slower than I needed to, because that was all the advice I was getting from a lot of different people that had done ultras, was like, go slower than you think you should go, so that you can go faster in that last third of the race ideally you'll go faster in the last third of the race because you will have conserved energy, and that's exactly what I did. And it's just details matter, and it caught us all off guard. We had no clue about the 18-hour. Like I said, I could have easily went faster in those first 63 miles. I could have easily went faster over the last 8 miles just to make sure that we could have gotten out of that aid station and been able to finish. So I wanted to get this message out there because I know that there were some people pulling for me, and kind of let you know what happened. I have a lot of messages that I'll get back to over the next day. People that sent me messages just of encouragement and cheering me on. And so I wish I had a better story, like an injury or something like that. But like I said, I was feeling really good, and it's the first time I've ever tried anything like this. It's a great experience, great lessons learned. I was prepared, and just wasn't prepared in knowing the details of what the cutoff was. Again, I kind of, we all, myself and the other pacers, made some assumptions that we were good to go. Like, we all felt good. We're like, we're on track, we're doing great, we got plenty of time. Like, I could finish in 20-minute miles and still have room to spare, and that just wasn't the case. So we live and learn. So thank you for all the support from everybody, and I wanted to get this out there because I know there were some people wondering how it was going and maybe even what happened. So hope you guys have a great day.